watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning. Cooler temperatures expected later today, but still they're going to be in the upper 80s, potentially 90. We're tracking hot weather coming back this weekend, so definitely need to be prepared for that after that rain we saw last night. But thanks for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. It is 6 o'clock on a Thursday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. If you get ready to head out and hit the road, Shanique will have the latest in just a moment on your commute. Starting things off though with Jackie for that forecast and blue for cool.
Yeah, I guess cooler. I also wore the same color yesterday.
Oh, same color. Sorry.
No. You thought I said same dress.
Yeah, I could tell by his reaction.
He's like, what? Reaction?
What? He totally
you didn't
jumped.
even see his eyes.
You wouldn't know. You were off.
The look.
Yeah.
The look.
Yeah, I was going to shade you in the commercial break. That's a no.
Hey,
I agree.
Just get some Febreze.
You gotta get those wears in, you know?
Yeah, true.
The next day?
Right
Let's see you do it. Why don't you put that on tomorrow?
No, I'm just saying.
There was actually a challenge when I was in Tulsa. It was wear a black dress every day and just style it a little bit different because it was something. It was called Little Black Dress Week or something, and we did that.
But to see if anyone noticed? Or?
Well, it was just for like people who just don't have a lot of clothing items. And I threw it in the dryer with dryer and Febrezed it, but it was just see if, and it was also see if people notice.
But. Yeah, because I feel like people don't notice nearly as much if you were to wear the same suit, you know, as opposed to
people don't care. They just want to get that information.
They just want the weather. Is that what you're trying to?
They want to know the weather.
Yes.
And traffic and news.
Get
what you wear.
Yeah, I guess let's get right to the weather now. I mean, out there right now, finally seeing those drier conditions after we did see all that rain and those heavier thunderstorms late last night. It was also associated with that cold front. That cold front is clearing the area. Also starting with the clouds, but those clouds will also be clearing out too. Those current temperatures are 60s to lower 70s to start off your Thursday. So that's on the warm side. Also still dealing with those dew points well into the 60s and lower 70s. These eventually will drop through the day today behind that cold front. Visibility, we have some issues with that back over towards western Maryland, even back over towards parts of the Shenandoah Valley. So heads up, could be dealing with that as you're heading out this morning out that way. Planning out the rest of your day, starting off the clouds. We'll see more sunshine later on today as those temperatures will climb back in the upper 80s to near 90 out there for your Thursday. Just a touch cooler tomorrow, and the heat and humidity build back in for the weekend. More details on that coming up. Shanika, how are those roadways this morning?
All right, we're still seeing this crash out here in Manassas. This is on 66 heading eastbound. You can see at least one lane is blocked right now, so you are getting a little bit better. You're still seeing crews on scene trying to work with this single vehicle crash, and you do see that flatbed on scene to remove that car out of the roadway. So again, 66 heading eastbound right near 234, that's Sudley Road. For the rest of your commute along 66, you're good. On 95, you're good, both on the Virginia and Maryland side.
Shanika, thank you. An apartment fire displaced more than 70 people in southeast DC, and now authorities are raising the alarm about firework safety.
Firefighters warn against using illegal fireworks, especially as we approach the 4th of July. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons live in southeast DC with what you need to know to be safe. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya, and you know that you can expect fireworks to be booming across the DMV in just about 5 days from now. But after fireworks caused this apartment complex behind me to go up in flames, firefighters are warning about the dangers. So it's important to know what's allowed and not allowed. In the district, it is illegal to have fireworks that explode or move once they are lit. You are allowed to have sparklers less than 20 inches, torches, and toy paper caps. Violators could face up to $1,000 in fines, arrest, and prosecution. Now, if you want to use fireworks in Maryland, you need to get a permit and proper insurance. You can have some sparklers and some novelty items like party poppers. But in Baltimore City and Montgomery and Prince George's counties, fireworks of all kinds are illegal. In Virginia, any fireworks that explode, rise, or emit projectiles are illegal. Violators could face a misdemeanor, up to $2,500 in fines, and 1 year in jail. Last year, the Consumer Product Safety Commission says 8 people died and more than 9,700 injuries occurred due to fireworks. And DC officials also warn that around the time of 4th of July, roughly 45% of fireworks-related injuries happen to children 14 and under. For now, live here in Southeast DC, Liberty Simmons, DC News Now.
All right, Liberty, thank you. Police in McLean, Virginia are investigating what they're calling a retail theft crew. Officials say a group of people stole $100,000 worth of goods from a store in Tysons yesterday afternoon. Police say 2 men and 3 women went inside, grabbed several handbags, then took off in a white Alfa Romeo. If you recognize the people in the vehicle, in these photos, you are asked to contact police. And this morning, Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Braveboy will give updates on the case against an accused serial rapist. Today, Julian Everett is set to appear in court for a plea hearing. According to the Washington Post, Everett was arrested back in 2019 for the rapes of at least 3 people. He is accused of posing as a Howard University student to lure teen victims to his home. That hearing begins at 9:30.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and the countdown is on for the first debate this election cycle between President Biden and former President Donald Trump. It is the earliest presidential debate ever, and both campaigns are in high gear. White House correspondent Jesse Tenur has more on what we can expect tonight.
Both camps are trying to prepare their candidates for this rematch while also making some news along the way. President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump will face off on the debate stage again Thursday night, and supporters of both candidates urge voters to tune in.
The difference between the two candidates in this race couldn't be more stark.
TJ Ducklow, a senior advisor for the Biden-Harris 2024 campaign, says President Biden will bring substance to the debate and a second term in the White House.
Versus the chaos and sort of terrible results that would come from a second Donald Trump term.
President Biden picked up a key endorsement Wednesday.
The stakes of this moment are way too high.
From former Illinois Congressman and Republican Adam Kinzinger.
I've got a 2.5-year-old son that deserves to be raised in a strong country like I got to be raised in.
But Trump supporters, including New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, argue the country was better during the Trump administration years.
Delivered the securest border in our nation's history, a booming economy helping families, small business, manufacturers, and farms, American energy independence, and peace through strength.
The Trump campaign is keeping the former president's debate plans under wraps, but House Speaker Mike Johnson insists he's ready.
I spent a lot of time with him last week down at Mar-a-Lago and then on the phone over the weekend, and he's in a very good place.
Johnson says no amount of prep work will help President Biden.
It doesn't matter if he drinks a whole gallon of energy drinks. He's not going to be able to match the acumen and the readiness of Donald Trump.
And tomorrow's debate will be one of 2 before voters cast their ballots in November. In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
Your time right now is 6:08. Today, Prince George's County leaders are encouraging people to take steps towards a healthier lifestyle. The Step It Up 2 program organizes meetups for families to walk or run while exploring nearby trails, building community and a healthy routine. Today, it's happening at the Tucker Road Athletic Complex from 6 to 8 p.m. You can also participate virtually. The program lasts 5 months. If you cannot make it tonight, don't worry. The next meetups are set for August 14th and September 14th. And Prince William County naming Linda Cheeks as its Foster Parent of the Year. She has been opening her home to foster children since about 2010. Her philosophy, keeping in touch with teachers, social workers, telling kids the truth, and talking to them when they're ready to listen. A DC teenager is the winner of this year's National Doodle for Google competition. So a big congratulations to Maisie Durliga.
Yeah, this year's theme was My Wish for the Next 25 Years. Maisie designed a doodle showing hands around the dinner table, and she says it is inspired by her family.
So a lot of things in my life are changing. And so it was kind of this wish to have this constant and to have this thing that's so important to me stay in my life.
Maisie recently graduated from Jackson Reed High School. She plans on majoring in art and design at the University of Michigan this fall. Her prize includes a $55,000 college scholarship. Google is also awarding $50,000 to her high school.